What's up, guys? A lot of people have been asking me about how do you hit 900k, a million, 850k plus, whatever it is, on Garden Salvation Boss. So figured I'd put together a few clips to showcase the different ways of hitting damage. First I'll have a default button layout, and then I'll show you the custom button layout that I use to hit a little more damage. But first here's a way of hitting 4 izanagi and 4 wendigo on default button layout. You shoot 1 on ground, 1 in air, 2 wendigo, 1 izzy, 2 wendigo, 1 izzy. We'll have a clip of the actual boss in a second. But here's another way of doing it. You hit 1 ground shot, 1 air shot, 6 wendigo, and then 1 izzy. So the first clip, it was 4 izzy, 4 wendigo. This clip is 3 izzy, 6 wendigo. They're both pretty similar damage numbers. But I think the 1-2, 1-2 swap is a little better. So here's an example of 3-6 on tether team with a default layout. So first you shoot 2 wendigo on the ground, and then you do the combo in the air, 1-2, 1-2, 1. And that's pretty good damage. Here's an example of no swaps on ground team. And when you're on ground team, you can actually hit 2 ground shots. So you just saw the first one, second one, then air shot. And you could do 1-2, 1-2, 1, but in this one I did 6-1. Both are 1 phase damage if the rest of your team hits the same. Now, on default button layout, you would switch from your primary to your secondary, and this is sprint canceling. If you don't know how to sprint cancel, you just tap Y and sprint forward, and then you'll like insta swap to your next weapon. So here's with my button layout. When I tap Y, I get to my wendigo instead of my secondary. This is an example of damage you can hit with this layout. So you'd hit 1 on the ground, 3 as he's going up, 1 in the air. And then you're going to notice that I waited to switch there. I'll talk about that later. But you would hit max 4 izzy and 9 wendigo on this layout. If you want to copy it, you just go to custom, and here's the settings. So you can pause the video right here. But here's an example of me hitting 4-9. I'm going to show a couple. And it's also with me on tether team. So if I wasn't on tether team, I'd be hitting maximum 5-12, which I'll have a clip later. But it's really tight to hit 5-12. 4-9 is really good to go for. You hit well over 900k, I'm sure. If you hit every shot with buff, and if your wendigos don't miss, that's going up. So here's another example with Willie Mech, the god himself. But I'll show another way of hitting 4-9. This is also with me on a hunter tether. Like, if you're on the ground team, it's definitely a little easier to hit that ground shot. So I'm not near the relay when I hit it, so I might not do 150k, it might be 100k. Still better to hit the ground shot than not. Yeah, these 2 examples are 4 izzy, 9 wendigo. So here's another example of me on tether team with sprint canceling. You hit ground, 1 in there. Then the main focus of this button layout, I didn't shoot the 3 while he was going up, but it's the 1-3, 1-3, 1 in there. You can hit 3 izzy and 6 wendigo in the air, but with the default button layout, there's no way. You'd only hit 2 izzy and 4 wendigo. So here's an example of me going 5-12. I didn't quite get it, but I'm not sure if it's possible. Yep. It's pretty clean swap. I think 5-9. 5-9 is definitely possible if I didn't hit the first 3 wendigo I went for. But yeah, that would be the best damage. So another common question is like, oh, my wendigo isn't reloading, I don't understand. And you're gonna see right here, a lot of people just do that. They're like, what? Why my wendigo reload? I don't understand. So the way you get to your wendigo to reload is you have to wait a little longer before swapping. So I'll show me swapping like as I'm bolting back. So I'll shoot, reload, and then I swap as soon as my hand touches the bolt. But yeah, that's basically how you hit damage. I'll have a few things in the description. Thanks for watching.